I played 4 hours of pickup today and haven't eaten in 6 days. I actually played basketball and lifted weights all week without a single calorie in my body. You might be thinking, why would anybody do this in the first place? I mean, how are you not passing out or getting injured? What's going on with your body right now? Did your performance get better or did it get worse? Or is it even safe? Like, why shouldn't anyone else even try this? In this video, I'm walking you through my fast in reverse, starting at day 7. Why I did it, my mindset going in, the highs, the lows, the transformation, and what I learned after doing something I honestly thought was impossible. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who actually tests things on my own body. Learn from whoever you trust. End up finishing the same dream I started last night. Kind of weird. What this does is measures the ketone count in your urine, lets you know how far along in your fast are you, like what's the status of your body. Is your body operating like it has some food, which would be at 0, or is it operating like it's been starved half to death? I'm just gonna step on this scale and see what I weigh after my 5th day of just water fasting, 0 calories. Looks like I've lost another 1.5 pounds or so. So we're down to 154.2. I started at... Yeah, I'll reveal the total weight loss in pounds toward the end of the video. Keep watching. I can say I really didn't have trouble in the mornings at all. And it's probably because I'm used to not eating until like around 3, 4, sometimes as late as 5 o'clock. And that'd be my first meal of the day in the afternoon. So if you can guess, when I had the most issues was during the afternoon, during my fast, the late afternoon into the evening and into the night. That's when I feel my cravings the most, later in the day. And that's when it was the most difficult for me to stay on track. You can really put yourself in danger by fasting if you're not used to it. Just like you can put yourself in danger by trying to deadlift 400 pounds and you've never done it before. You've never learned the form. You can end up hurting your back, hurting your knees, doing something. Fasting is a spiritual training to have power over your flesh instead of your flesh having power over your spirit. We can start vibrating at a higher frequency, start seeing all the positive aspects of life start coming your way. I actually did do a number 2 for the first time since Monday, and today is Friday. So what just came out, y'all, was food that's been in me for longer than 5, probably 6 days, because I didn't have much of nothing on Sunday. Alright, so I'm at the gym. It's Friday. At the gym, still no food since Sunday, 2021. And I already got winded. I got really winded. I had to slow down, take my breath, catch my breath. So I can tell I'm about E on the energy for right now, but who knows, it could turn around in 30 minutes. And yeah, 30 minutes later, I got my energy back. I was driving in, hitting threes, cuts. This is after having no food for 5 days. I'm done hooping for the day. How many games do you think I played today? Probably like 5 games. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of lifting, but light lifting, and then we're gonna get these wrinkles off my face. Putting some food back in my system, because I don't like that. So did I play ball better being on a fast? Well, for Friday, the answer is no. But what was there was my focus. So I didn't overcomplicate simple things like cuts and D'ing people and making them go to their weak side. So how about in the weight room? How did my strength fare with no calories for 5 days? My strength actually declined. It went down, I want to say 30%. Normally I do 245 on the back row. But not today. Not today. And then about 70% of my normal weight on the cable machine. I'll mention this too. Something else that I noticed is that I didn't sweat nearly as much as I usually do. It's like my body was really trying to retain its water. I can't lift my max rep that I'm used to. I'm used to doing 90s. But today, I can only do 70. It can mess with your strength. $154.4. Lost 2 pounds since yesterday. I'm feeling good, feeling good. I hope I don't sound slow. Nice day, even though it's cloudy. It's a nice day to me. I already measured my ketones. My ketones keep fluctuating. That's my ketones. No fitness activity today. Cup of coffee. Last me throughout the whole day. Drink me some more water. Feel about as good as I did Tuesday morning. Fasting, which is something I started doing, maybe 10 years ago, is really one of the fundamental reasons I've been able to work my way into this wonderful house that I own. And me and my wife just get to wake up every day, even during the weekday, to this, and not have anywhere we have to be every single morning, and can go the whole day without having to be anywhere, without having to go to a job that we might dislike, slave over stuff that, we really don't care too much about. Fasting is one of those fundamental things that we've implemented in our habits to be able to have control of other areas of our life and enjoy the successes that really God has promised all of us. It's just up to us whether we're going to work to go get it. I released a little bit of gas this morning, or just now. Had a couple stomach rumbles. And that's it. 11 years ago, I had a bad grade 3 ankle sprain of my deltoid ligament. That right there tore completely. It was pretty bad. I didn't have as much pain up in there like I usually do when I stretch it. So less inflammation with fasting. That's definitely a fact. It's Thursday, late evening, about to walk in my studio. I do feel empty, but I don't feel anything else. I feel normal, able to work. I've been very productive today so far. A little irritable when I deal with things and people. It can be irritable, but obviously I guess it just gives me even more focus than I had. How I've been this week with having no food in my stomach has reminded me of the kind of drive and the tenacity I can have when it comes to getting stuff done. So, with that said, I am going to do my instrument practice. It's Thursday night. It's about 8 p.m. I feel drained. I feel exhausted. Actually, I forgot about salt. I'm about to do my ketones right now. That's looking pretty dark. Yeah, that's looking pretty dark. What am I doing? I keep reminding myself just one more day and I can feast my taste buds on this. All these food commercials.
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats.
Good morning. It is Wednesday. I did check my pulse because they say when you're on a fast, sometimes your heart rate will increase. So my resting heart rate did increase. Normally it's in the 50s, maybe around 60. This morning, my heart rate was at 78. Just gotta pay attention to that. Listen to my body. Take it easy when I need to. Not bad, not bad. So I've lost about 1 more pound since yesterday. Me, Very close to that. Does it look more like 80? Or does it look more like 160? Y'all gotta be the judge of that. Alright, so I actually gave my body cold water. Like all the way cold water for like 2 minutes. Just wanted to see how I was gonna do. Man, what a boost of energy I got, y'all. What a boost of energy. Cold showers is nothing new to me, but I didn't know how it was gonna do me since being on the fast. And I was able to get it all the way cold without me really having to go through any of the cold shock that I normally do. So what I'm gonna do now is just read my body temperature to see what it says. I'm gonna use this. So let's go ahead and turn it on. You don't turn it on? Alright, it's turned on now. Stick it in my mouth. Here's what it says. 97.3. Lowest I've been able to get is 95.9. The normal reading for this is 98.6. If you have a fever, it's gonna be 99.6, 100, 101, 103 is a pretty significant fever. This, they don't consider normal going into hypothermia, especially when you get down into like 96 and 95. But for me, completely fine, And I'm about to go hoop after having 0 calories since Sunday. All right, take that, doctors. Take that, pharmaceuticals. So headed in the Y. Let's go. Let's see how much stamina I got. Got my water, still drinking water. And we're about to get it. Let's go. Appreciate you. Trying to hit you with that crossover, that's what it is. Hooping today after 3 days of no food, it actually wasn't too bad. I felt like I had my normal energy, maybe just a little bit less endurance, and I was still able to D effectively, and I was getting some good cuts and passes in. But today in particular, I got smacked around a lot. I ain't gonna lie. So maybe my strength was off, or my coordination was a little off, because I caught a hand to the face like at least twice. Yeah, it was crazy. But hey, I'm a G, and that's what comes with the game. Just got done hooping. I did get exhausted, so I had to chill out, but now I'm about to eat some of this salt and drink with some water. At this point in the game, man, my face was all smacked up, was feeling my nose, and stuff just was dropping, smoking all over the place. I was like, you know, I'm tired of this, man. The game is on the line. We only need 2 points. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And so that's what I did.
What do you think?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good right now. I was getting a little lightheaded earlier, but I feel like I got energy. I don't feel hungry at all. I do feel empty, but it's not really bothering me. Again, no food since Sunday. Let's go. Going to Friday. Let's go. I haven't been sweating as much, nearly as much. I would have been on at least my 3rd or 4th shirt. But I have still been drinking my water. I've still been drinking a lot of water. It just hasn't been coming out of me as sweat. I made it a whole another hoop session. Just had 1 pinch of salt with the water earlier today. You don't know unless you try. Here to weigh myself again after hooping. So I've lost just a half a pound, basically. That's it. My ketone level after hooping, and actually my ketone level has gone down a bit. It's more closer back down to that 15. Sitting here watching Oklahoma play Milwaukee, trying to get some work done. I'm feeling really exhausted, really. I put a tea bag in one of my waters, hot water, nothing extra, no honey, no nothing. Feeling my nose from getting hit, smacked in the face. Bruises on my arm, bruise on my knee. If something happens where one of these food commercials gets irritable because I wasn't able to solve a problem, wasted about 2 or 3 hours of my night. That's where we at right now. So, about to go to sleep, do it all again. It's Tuesday. I feel pretty good this morning. Feel a lot better. Slept throughout the whole night, didn't wake up. I was wondering how my body was gonna feel yesterday. I didn't have any headaches at all overnight. I'm gonna get up and step on this scale and see what we're looking like. I pretty much weigh exactly what I weighed yesterday. I don't plan on doing any exercise for real. It should be a pretty relaxing day. Okay, so something weird just happened. It's 1:30. When I found myself going into my mind thinking, but I was still looking, I started seeing these little stars, sprites type stuff happening in my vision. I don't really understand or really know how to explain it, but just like these little sparks. This is kind of wild. Today, I want to make sure I got some sun. With it being a nice day out here in Vegas for the wintertime, I wanted to get outside, soak up the sun, put my feet in the dirt, ground myself, and get some vitamin D since I wasn't putting any food in my body. It felt pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. I probably need to start doing more of this. Alright y'all, so it's the afternoon, taking a walk. It's Tuesday, feeling good. Not too much hunger pains, just a few rumbles of the stomach and a few thoughts of food in my mind. I got real kind of exhausted, mentally fatigued about 2 hours ago, but I kept trying to finish things that I was working on, and as I got through that, I started to kind of wake up. I felt sleepy, but at the same time, I still was focused. It was kind of weird. Let's see where we're at. See where my ketone level's at. It's Tuesday night. All right, let's get it. I'm probably going to just chill out now. My work production has been very high today. Drink some more water, do some meditation, and watch a movie with my wife. And wake up tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, and go hooping again. Morning. It is Monday, the first day. I started my fast Saturday, working my way into it slowly. Last night I started to get a headache. My veins were like kind of popping out my head and stuff. It didn't get so bad where I had to do something like maybe go take some salt or something. I could probably take some salt, but I chose not to. I don't feel sore. I do feel like I played a little bit yesterday, but not as much as I actually did. So my body feels good, comparably speaking, for how hard I went, because I went real hard. I went through like 5 shirts full of sweat. So imagine all the electrolytes that were drained from my body just from yesterday. So I've already started losing a little weight. I'm gonna step on the scale. So that's 160. This is exactly actually how much I weighed yesterday. I started my fast, I was at 166, 167. So I've lost about 7 pounds already just from Friday, from when I started going into it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And my diet, so I eat good half the time and I eat complete junk food the rest. I'm way more physically active than I was when I was a kid. Even though I'm on a fast, no food, 0 calories, no fruit juice, no nothing, no calories at all, just water, straight water. Yeah, I'm still going to the gym. You gotta train your way into being able to deal with the stress that a fast puts on your body. And it is stress, but there's a lot of benefits on that back end. It's just like putting in work up front, right? It's sacrifice up front, but you get the results later. The football game comes on later, the championship. I'm not gonna be able to drink a beer. It's gonna be sad, but it's okay. I'll be sipping some water. This is where I'm at after day 3 of starting my fast and the first day of actually not having any food. And as you can see, I'm right there in the middle. So I'm kind of shocked. I got to the gym at like 9 and I didn't leave the gym till like 5. I hooped 4 hours yesterday on a fast. You probably see some of the effects of the fast on my face. And then I hooped today for 7.5 hours of hooping on an empty stomach. In the late morning, I felt more exhausted than usual. It was like a weird feeling. Maybe a little brain fog, a little dizziness. It wasn't really dizziness though, because I really didn't feel like I was about to pass out. I kind of felt uncoordinated on the court. But then it went away after a few hours. I did have my wife grab me a pinch of salt just to kind of replace my electrolytes. So I'm here with my wife at Chick-fil-A, and it's testing. They tested my G, y'all. They tested my G. Yesterday was like 400 calories. Here she comes with the food. I still gotta pay for food. I thought I was gonna be able to save a whole week's worth of food, y'all. Y'all see what she doing to me? Bringing this food all over my face. Now I gotta smell it. And you know they purposely be making it smell like really, really strong. I just got home. I'm gonna step on this scale. All right, so I haven't lost that much. I'm kind of surprised. Like 1 pound today. It's weird. I hope the whole day I didn't eat anything, but I guess I didn't burn as much. I did drink a lot of water, so maybe I'll just put it right back into me. I can definitely see it on my face. I can see the effects of the fast on my face. Y'all see it? Yeah. It's there. So we're fasting, watching the game, trying to see what my ketosis is like right now. Went ahead, urinated on the stick. We're still here, which is where I was this morning. I'm expecting it to creep up and up as I continue my fast. So what happens is when you on a fast or you don't have a lot of carbs in your diet, the body will start using fat, and the leftover molecules are called ketones. The excess ketones are discarded in urine. So these strips are measuring, so they got a nice little figure. These sticks are measuring the amount of waste. After several weeks of a low carb or fasting diet, after several weeks, you can become fat adapted, which means that your body can get used to burning fat as an energy source instead of the food. Hunger is one of those things that's just super hard to control. America is like one of the most obese developed nations out there. A lot of religions have it in their practice that they go on a fast and they purposely abstain from food. It's called a sacrifice, and whether you're religious or not, if you train yourself to sacrifice things that are of pleasure, you will in turn strengthen your mental, your spiritual, and you'll probably end up losing weight. You can't really see someone going without food for a long time, but it's possible, all right? That's the difficulty in living in today's society. Everything is so visual, you know what I'm saying? Everything is, it's not possible unless you can see it. No, there's a lot of things that's possible, even when you can't see it. Friday, lips dry, fast for 5 days, no food. I really want to make it a whole 5 days, but I'm not. So what I got here is some chicken broth. Chicken stock. Put some seasonings up in it, and I'm about to see if I can't start sipping some of this. First calories since Sunday. Wish me well. Here we go. There's definitely a God. Take my final body weight. 154.2. I've learned that faith without works is dead. You can do all things with the right power and energy. Oh man, this chicken stock tastes amazing. Hunger isn't persistent. It comes in peaks and then it dips. It can come off as being crazy because I was telling all the guys that I hooped with today, I was like, yeah, I ain't had any food since Sunday. They was looking at me like, it reminds everybody that just because you don't see it done doesn't mean it's not possible. We can achieve great things if we put our mind to it. Words can come a mile a minute, but actions, they gonna tell you the truth. I gotta give me another cup. I already feel my body starting to get back to its normal self. So about 30 minutes or so after I had that chicken stock, I was like, oh, I think I got something on the toilet. So I'm on the toilet right now. A little diarrhea, but I'm gonna keep monitoring. I actually sat on the toilet again just as soon as I got up. Oh man. I'm gonna slowly introduce heavier and heavier food as I go. But this is a reason. This is a reason why. Because you don't want to shock your body just like that into digesting when your whole digestive system has been turned off for a week. It's almost like I had a part of me that was just something I've been ignoring, right, for a whole week. And I feel like I don't have to ignore it anymore. It's like a release. Fasting will take away some strength gains. And I think it's temporary. I think it's going to bounce back like in a week. I was about 50% of my normal endurance. My productivity increased because my focus was a bit sharper. Less physical productivity, more mental productivity. There's also some things that I've discovered when I was meditating. Some people, they go through different experiences when they meditate. Some people have visions that come to them. For me, it was just tones that came to me. Some of the benefits of fasting is youthfulness, right? I'm only here to show you that you can fast without food for 5 days and just drink water. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Let me know your own experience. If you've done fasting, it doesn't matter how long. If it's just half a morning, that's great. That's a great start. I'm anxious to read what you guys gonna say. All right. So I ended up losing about 13 pounds from Friday when I weighed 167 to Friday when I weighed 154. My ketone readings starting at day 1 through day 6. And as you can see the progression, it's not a linear progression. There is some up and down. And you can see some of the days where my ketones were extremely high. Later that Friday, I had some spinach, fruit drink, and I worked my way to eggs later on, spreading out my meals by about 2 hours each. Then I had some rice, and then the next day I slowly built on to where I had some meat in my omelet with a little bit of olive oil. But then later on that night, it was time to go in. So this is gonna be my first full meal after a water fast of a week. I'm about to get I don't know what I'm about to get. I'm about to get crazy. I'm about to go crazy. Let's go. See what this scale is reading. For the last time.